Hello and good day to Dr. Ahmad Ridwan Abdullah. This is the presentation of AFT 2073, Financial Management, Group Assignment, Case Analysis of Ford Motor Company of Basic Financial Ratios. So this assignment is prepared by Mr. Charles Yap Heng Chai, Mr. Wong Ching On, myself, Ms. Tan Jen Ai, Mr. Lim Teck Chai, and Ms. Musliza binti Ismail Hashim. So we start this report with question number 1, which is how Ford performed in response to the trend in automotive industry, economic changes, competition, regulation, technology, and also in oil industry and the management, products and market strategies and operation. So Ford Motor Company, with the headquarters in Dearborn, Michigan, was an American multinational automobile manufacturer by Henry Ford in 1903. So this company was the second largest automobile manufacturer based in United States, which has created approximately 202,000 employment opportunity worldwide. So Ford has always alert about their competitors, yeah. The top competitors that Ford face is General Motor Company, popularly known across the globe as GM. It's an American automobile conglomerate having its headquarters in Detroit. Its manufacturing operations are located in more than 35 countries. So then Ford enjoys a strong competitive edge in automobile markets, and its core market is the United States. This is a discussion of the leading sources of Ford competitive advantage, which have helped the company retain its strong position and market share in a highly competitive industry. So in Ford company, human resource is a key source of competitive advantage in the automobile industry, which employs a very large number of people worldwide. In 2019, the company employed around 190,000 people worldwide, and the automobile industry has grown highly competitive, and acquiring faster growth requires having talented people on board. Apart from hiring and retaining talented employees, Ford also invests in their career growth and job satisfaction. The supply chain also is the backbone of automobile brands manufacturing and sales. Any automobile company has to invest in building strong supply chains to ensure the supply of goods, quality, raw material. So is Ford company. Next, we come to the in technology area. Ford Motor Company is among those who are up to date. Along with General Motors, Toyota and Volkswagen have started out as automotive manufacturers, but they now refer to themselves as a mobility services company. Ford believes freedom of movement drives human progress, while it is now a global company. So, finally, for my part, with an investment of more than 1 billion Argo AI, Ford has backed up his commitment to technology with funding. Although Argo AI is an independent company and its innovation will help other car manufacturers as well. Ford uses Argo AI technology in its vehicle. So in addition, the partnership is exploring how driverless cars and trucks could transform the transportation and delivery industry. So that's all in my part. I may pass this session to my dear teammate, Mr. Lim. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. Okay, my name is Lim Teck Chai, UNKC student. Metric number is A18B0006EP. So, okay, I continue. In oil industry, Ford Motor Company always has their strategy. The 1918s and the 1919s presented a series of new and varieties challenging for the Alberta is oil motor, economics, manufacturing, and ice inflations combined with declining oil reserves in the introduce a note of uncertainty. What cultures and structure consistently emphasis on learnings and continuous improvement. All employees from different levels are expected to analyze the actuals and the standard performance, and if been any problem there, then understand the cause the cause of all problem. Ford Motor Company marketing mix supports the firm's ability to connect with its target customer. The marketing mix refer to approach to implement a marketing plan. Ford use advertising as the main tactic to promote its products. The company televisions advertisements and online advertisements are especially proximate in the market-oriented pricing strategy. Ford's goal is to set price that one approximate to market condition with consistent considerations for competitions, demand, consumer perceptions, and other variables. By looking at all the assessment above, Ford Motor Company has a very strong base of experience and high level of management in the team of company operations and management. What the conditions of the products till the servicing of the products have all been taken care of well and in a strategy way. However, the issue of airbag failure that has arisen has mitigate the trust of the customer toward the brands of Ford. The necessary step to curb and the corrections step to taken solve the problem. Why of the cost redeems back customer trust toward Ford Motor Company. That's all. Okay, Houston.
Then we may invite Mr. Wong to continue with the session.
Good day, doctors and all my group mates. This is my turn. My turn now. I'm reading on question number 2. Compute at least 12 ratios of Ford Motor Company. A is liquidity ratio. Number 1 is current ratio. Current ratio is equal to current assets over current liabilities. It means that a higher ratio reflects the ability to pay its short-term obligation on time. Ratio number 2, quick ratio, equal to current asset minus inventory current liabilities. It means that the higher ratio reflects the ability to pay its short-term obligation without relying on inventories. Then the next one is the net working capital. It means that equal to current asset minus current liability. It is the positive value in terms of money, absolute measure in liquidity. Number 2 is activity ratio. 1, inventory turnover equal to cost of goods sold or sales divided by inventory. It means that is a higher ratio indicates that firm has problem in collecting debts. Number 2, account receivable turnover equal to sales over account receivable. It means that it's higher in ratio reflects the effectiveness in collecting receivable. Number 3 is fixed asset turnover equal to sales over fixed assets. It means that the higher ratio reflects the effectiveness of fixed asset to generate sales. Number 4 is total asset turnover equal to sales over total asset. It means that this higher ratio reflects the effectiveness of total assets to generate sales. And C is leverage of solvency ratio. Number 1 is debt ratio equal to total debt over total assets. It means that this higher ratio reflects the higher amount of debt to finance assets. Number 2, debt to equity equal to total debt over equity. It means that this higher ratio reflects the higher amount of debt, that is capital structure. Number 3, times interest earned equal to EBIT over interest. It means that this higher ratio indicates that the firm can meet loan requirement and lower risk of default. Number D is profitability ratio. Number 1 is net profit margin equal to earning after tax over sales. And the meaning is higher ratio indicates better income to shareholder. Number 2, return on assets equal to earning after tax over total asset. It means that the higher ratio indicates higher return on firm's investment. Number 3, gross profit margin equal to gross profit over sales, meaning that this higher ratio indicates higher contribution margin. Number 4, operating profit margin equal to operating profit EBIT over sales, meaning that its higher ratio indicates better productivity. And number 5, return on equity equal to earning after tax over total equity. It means that a higher ratio indicates higher returns to shareholder. I finished my part. To pass to Musliza. To Musliza, please. Thank you.
Hi. Assalamualaikum and good salam sejahtera. Hi Doctor and everyone. I'm Musliza Miti Ismail Hashim and I want to elaborate for question 2 about customer trust towards Ford Motor Company. And GM remain the large market shareholder in the United States with 17% of the industry total sales of early 2019. Next is Toyota with 14.7%, followed closely by Ford at 14.4% in terms of the worldwide market. And the GM is a large company, then Ford GM total revenue for 2018 was 147 billion, a 1% increase for the previous year. Ford total revenue was 160.3 billion, a 2.3% increase from the previous year. GM became insolvent in 2008 and required government bailout assistance and a Chapter 11 bankruptcy reorganization in 2009 to keep the company operational. One of the main difference between these two competitors is the number of brands owned and marketed by each company. One Ford plan which was implemented during difficult year for the company leading up to the economic crisis of 2008. Ford belief is that by reducing the number of brands and consolidating the number of vehicle platforms upon which various models are built, it can become more efficient and more innovative. General Motors owns and operates a plethora of automobile brands across the globe. These brands include Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Baojun, Holden, Isuzu, Jifang, Opel, Volkswagen, and Wuling. GM belief is that its different brands are essential to serving different market segments. It has created or purchased brands to compete in certain international market rather than attempting to market its existing brand into new market. Both Ford and GM recognize the importance of improving fuel efficiency and leveraging technology to keep their product line popular among customers. GM embraced the hybrid electronic vehicle trend and produced the Chevrolet Volt, which won award for efficiency and innovation. Ford has also hybrid model of several of its vehicles, such as the Escape and Focus. That's all from me, and I want to pass to Mr. Charles. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much indeed, Lisa. And my name is Yi Ping Chai, and my matrix number is H18L0001EP. And I'm supposed to brief on the base on the overall assessment. Would you increase your stake in the company, Ford company, and why? So based on the overall assessment, we altogether would increase our stake in the Ford Motor Company because A, its trend in automotive industry where Ford specializes in large-scale manufacturing by using an industrial workforce, and it had incorporated moving assembly lines in its plant operations and use modern economic and social systems to facilitate mass production. Fordism is widely applied and proven to improve productivity in the industry. That's number one. So the second one is in coping with economic changes. In January 2018, and Ford pledged to spend $11 billion on electric cars, and by 2022, doubled its original investment as estimated, and boosted the confidence in the market as a whole. So the third one is the Ford enjoys a strong competitive edge in the automobile market and its core market in the United States. This is a discussion of the leading sources of Ford's competitive advantage, which have helped the company retain its strong position and market share in a highly competitive industry. And number four, the government regulation in the automotive industry directly affects the way car looks as a whole, thus enhance the edge for the Ford designs, where practically the safety, for the practicality and the safety are the top priorities. And lawmakers made fuel efficiency and artificial intelligence, AI, higher priorities, which is the advantage of the Ford company, Ford Motor Company. And the next is the Ford Motor Company is amongst those who are up to date in technology. It focuses heavily on technology first and uses artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning in many ways, from connected car solution to the development of autonomous vehicles. And the next is the Ford Motor Company also always has their strategy to overcome economic uncertainty and price fluctuations due to oil prices. Hybrid and fuel efficient vehicles are also among the top options. And also the Ford Motor Company requires all its employees to be an expert, which encourages specialization, thus a functional organization. It strikes balance between being highly traditional and bureaucratic, while at the same time agile and innovative. And also the Ford Motors Company's marketing mix, the 4Ps, supports the firm's ability to connect with its target customers. And the market is highly varied and spans the global economy. As such, the company's marketing mix is very, very comprehensive. And last but not least, the Ford Motors Company extensive operation also includes design of goods and services, quality management, location strategy, layout design and strategy, job design and human resources, supply chain management, inventory management, and scheduling and maintenance as a whole. And it is a very wise choice to invest further in this company. So by looking at all the assessment and the financial ratios, Ford Motor Company has a very strong base of experiences and high level of momentum in terms of company operation and management. So from the creation of the products till the servicing of the products has all been well taken care of, and thus it is a great potential for a strategic investment in the Ford Motors Company. So that's all for me. Back to you, Janai.
All right. So that's all from us as well. So thank you, Dr. Ridwan. Thank you, all my friends. So that's end of our report. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.